Augusta Nation, happy Friday. Hope everybody's week is going well. We had our last day of fall. Yesterday here in Augusta, Georgia was 97 degrees. Felt like 100. And today, fall showed up. It's going to be about 78 for the high. I think it's going to get about 53 degrees tonight, so looking forward to that. And today I wanted to talk about workers' compensation insurance. So, for those of you in Augusta Nation or anybody that's listening that has employees, I know in Georgia it's 3 or more, that you must have workers' compensation. Once you do get it, this is something I did not know and cost myself a bill that was unexpected of $26,000. So, what happened, and I did not know this, hopefully if you got an insurance agent, they explain this to you. So when you first sign up for workers' compensation, they're going to ask you what your payroll is, and that is how they determine your premium, how much your policy is going to cost for the year. So I don't know if it's different as far as states go, but I know in our industry, at least for us here in Georgia, and for our specific situation, 4.9% is the rate that they give you. And so you do your own reporting whenever you start your workers' compensation. So you report it, and what I did, I think we started 2019 or 2020, but we went on 2019's payroll for that year, which was $180,000. So I think that policy started out at like $8,800. Well, that year we grew from 400 to 750 or 713,000. So we were not, and we had a payroll of 300,000. So our premium needed to be doubled. So what ends up happening is they take your word for it for the first year. And so we got into it, I guess it was early this year or late last year, where we got our first audit. So they audited the first year's workers' compensation and compared it between what we reported and what we actually had in payroll. And so we got that first audit, and which was for the 2020 to 2021, and then they audited 2021 to 22. They just got done with that audit a couple days ago. So we got hit with 2 years worth of audits, and where I messed up is I did not take into account the growth. So that's, as far as in Augusta Nation, we're all growing very quickly, those that are in the growth model. So something to definitely, I messed up as a business owner. I should have known about this, but I didn't. So when you're accounting for growth, it's really easy to say, okay, I'm going to go from 200,000 to 500,000 this year. I'm going to need 2 trucks or a truck, a mower. I'm going to need to hire somebody, and I'm going to spend this amount in marketing. So whenever we do our projections, that's kind of what we go through. But what we now also have to account for, and I'll make sure that I do, is in that growth, you update your premium so that you're paying on it and you don't get audited and have a big bill. So what ended up happening is we basically did not, we were paying a premium that was 50% of what our actual bill was for 2 years. So we're going to have about $500,000 in payroll. So if you do 5%, that's $25,000. And so you break it up over 12 months, which they do, about a little over $2,000 a month payment. So we're going to have to catch back up. I just talked with them today, and they wanted to give us 6-month terms. So basically paying 2 audit payments plus the premium for this current this current year. So I've been like a little over $6,000 a month in payments so I get caught up. I asked them if they would do a 12-month installment, so that would give us more access to our capital and not have to come out of pocket so much each month. So just a tidbit, if you are if you didn't know that, hopefully that helped. If you did know that, we can always laugh about mistakes after the fact. This $20-something thousand mistake is not fun, but I'm glad to be profitable and able to pay it. So that was a crazy issue today. And if anybody wonders or feels the pain of the 5%, was just making conversation with the auditor, and she said some industries like roofers and trees have a 50 to 75% premium. So if you pay an employee $50,000 to climb trees, you're looking at $25,000 to $37,000 in workers' compensation premiums per employee. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, roofers and trees I heard were definitely the highest. So that is very interesting. And if you're wondering, as far as do I need it? It's the rules of the game. Everybody's got to play by them. And if you're going to be in the Augusta Nation and working on increasing the level of professionalism, it's just a price that you have to pay. And we actually this week alone, we got to go through the procedures and make the reports when we had incidents. But we had 2 incidences this week. One of our team members hit his knee on the angle iron of the beds of one of our trucks that has a ramp built into it. Got off the truck, fell, passed out, and hit his head. So we had to take him to the emergency room. Luckily, he's okay, no injuries, and he's back to work. And then that was an emergency room visit. I'm sure that's going to be, if they did a scan, probably a couple $1,000s right there. And then another one of our team members yesterday cut his finger with a pair of hand snips, and he had some lacerations. Wasn't deep, didn't need stitches. I don't think we made a report on that one, which probably should have, but we didn't. So we need it. We got anything with a motor or a sharp blade. Just walking, people are going to have accidents. The more employees you have, the more chances of that happening. So you want to be protected and covered. You want to cover your employee as well. So hope everybody has an excellent Friday. No workers' comp claims, and just a tidbit on how all of that works. But we will talk to you again. See you Monday morning.